here I am. Hey guys, here I am. I'm back again. I want to show you this little tractor I got. I bought it, I guess, about 3 years ago. It's a Mahindra 1626. I know that people may naysay me. I'm a avid John Deere fan. I've owned John Deeres in the past, but I'm not really too much dedicated to one brand. I think that's a very important thing, because everybody builds good stuff, everybody builds bad stuff. You just got to make sure you do your research and get the good stuff. This is a 26 horsepower with a Mitsubishi motor. I have a landscape lawn care business, and we got this for the backhoe. Gets into yards, most backyards. Sometimes I got to take fences down, but it works good. I looked at the Coyotes, I looked at John Deere, I looked at Kubota. Kubota and John Deere are always my go-to look at first, but price is a part of that too. Being it's Mahindra, it is a cheaper tractor by a substantial amount, but it doesn't have all the same goodies, I guess comfort creatures that the rest of them have. It's a pretty basic tractor. Doesn't have DEF or any type of particulate filter or nothing like that. That was one plus I liked. I know it's a small horsepower tractor, but it still doesn't have to regen or do anything like that. It has no computer on it, so therefore I don't have to worry about a computer system going wrong, wiring corroding, and all the garbage that you got to worry about with that. I looked at Coyote pretty heavily too, and it's got the computer on it, I believe, and things like that, and I believe some of them have the regen, and they're getting better with it. You know, they are getting better. But the biggest reason I picked this is because of the way this attaches to the back of the tractor. This has 4 points at the back of the tractor that it holds on to, which is bolted to the back of the tractor, and then the frame goes up underneath all the way up towards the front of the tractor and ties into the frame of the tractor, and the loader's attached to that also. In saying that, the Coyotes are a little different. At least at the time when I was looking at them, they may be different now, but when I was looking at them, the frame would come off underneath the tractor, the midway up under the tractor, and then it all hung off of that frame. So the research I did and the videos I watched on it and so on and so forth, when they were digging, the frame would flex quite a bit. You can see the back attachment on the back of it flexing quite a bit. I didn't like that. To me, that's just asking for metal fatigue. Now, if you're a weekend warrior and you're going to use it once or twice a year, I don't think it'd be a problem at all. But I try to use this as much as I can, try to dig water lines, dig bushes and shrubs out. Anything that I can get done with it, I do it. So I want to, in my mind, the best deal that I could find as far as not destroying itself. Now, to say that this won't, I'm not going to say that. This is, after all, not a commercial piece of equipment. But you say, well, if you're doing commercial work, you should have a Mini X. I agree. In some situations, I totally agree there. This is not a Mini X. It is not to replace a Mini X, or it is not to do the work, per se, as much of it as a Mini X. But when you go in a customer's yard, I could take my skid steer and do the same, but you take it in, you're going to tear all the yard up, you're going to have to go back and fix and repair and so on and so forth. And you say, well, you just add that to the cost of the bid. Well, you're right. But my competitor is doing that, So if I can come in and a light touch, my bid's going to be lower, but yet I'm still making my percentage that I need to make. Lower cost for the customer, same percentage amount for me. But anyway, off in the weeds there. So anyway, everybody says how horrible it is to take certain attachments off, and I would think too a backhoe would be one of them. But it really isn't. It surprised me how easy it is to take this thing off. I'm gonna take it off because we're expecting a little weather, some snow and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and I'll put the scraper blade on the back of it. And I want to get you to watch me do this. You know, there's a good chance there's going to be a laugh at this, because, you know, that is typically the way it goes with me. I say one thing and, you know, it just doesn't work out that way. So I'm going to put you up somewhere so you can see this comical application of me taking this off. Or an application. You know what, I'm just trying to throw some fancy words out there, and I don't have any right now. So anyway, let me sit you down, get you set up so you can see how horrible this is, which it is not. Looks like you're leaning. I don't know. I mean, from my perspective on this side, looks like you're leaning a little bit. Let's see what we can do. I don't know, from where I got the camera sit. Maybe I'll just sit you up here. Maybe that's a better vantage point. So I can see what you're seeing. Alright, besides turning you off 3 or 4 times and getting my finger in there in a way. Alright, it's got to be close enough. Alright, here we go. Let's try it again. I don't know why I keep walking to this side. I just do. Don't ask me why I keep walking the other side first. Gotta do this side too. I'll be putting that down first, pushing against it a little bit. Takes the 2 pins and it pushes against it, and the pins become just loose in there. You just pull them out. We're just about done. It's on. Now to unhook the hoses. This is a very important part. You want to move this around a little bit. You want to bleed the hydraulics off. It shares the hydraulics, the backhoe and the motor share the hydraulics. So this is a good way to bleed it off. So when it comes time to put her back on, you can hook stuff back up. Now it's just unplugging hoses. Really? Is that easy? It's now disconnected. Yeah, it'll bleed off and go down a little bit, and that's fine. It'll lift itself back up in the right position and put it back on. It may take a little longer to put it on just because you gotta back the tractor up to line it up. But really, it's done. Now we're gonna put the lift arms on it. Let's see how we do there. Hoping that make you sick there. I twirled around. So now the back of the tractor is all opened up. Just a regular tractor at this point. So, saying that, I'm going to put the 3-point on it. One thing that I do not like about this is right here. This hose, I think maybe I put a 90 in there. What I really like to do is run these up here and put a block across here where I can plug stuff in. I know you can get online and buy that stuff, but I'm cheap. I admit it 100%. Friends tell me that. So anyway, here's how the installation of this part goes. Hopefully you can see it okay. Try and get you where you can see it. I don't know how well you can see that or not. Let's try that. Alright, I can't tell what you can see. Hopefully it's good enough. Hardest part about this to me is not getting your fingers pinched. I tend to get my fingers pinched pretty good doing this. And you heard that big clunk and clank? Well, I just had something fall and hit me on the hand. So it's already a good start. Alright, I did get it figured out. Find something to drop you in there. She's on there now. Being ornery. Ornery, I say. The hydraulics just didn't want to go down because there wasn't enough weight on it. The plow wasn't letting it because it was kind of, well, just wasn't enough weight on it. I stood on it, and we're good to go. And yes, I'm going to go back up. I'll put a pin in there. Let's see what we got for now. You know what we could do for now? Walk over here, steal this out of there, put it up there. Oh! And call it good enough for now. Curious, how high is he going to lift her? Oh yeah, we can go down a road like that. Sometimes on these smaller tractors, certain implements don't really like to go up high enough. My set of 2-bottom plows, bush hog does fine on it.